Welcome to the Daily Accelerated Growth Call. This is your call for Wednesday, October 14th, 2015. I'm feeling pumped. I'm feeling excited. And let's start off by taking a moment of calm. Focus on the sound of the water. Not a bad idea to open up your own tab on your own browser and go to calm.com and listen. And if you haven't already, download the app and start using it every single day. Once again, isn't that a great way to just get centered, get focused, kind of stops all the noise, whatever might have been going on in your head all day or all morning. By the time you're watching this, who knows? Did you do what I suggested yesterday? Did you go out into the future on your calendar and schedule a day to work on your future bigger plans? That was something that sort of came to me in a conversation that I was having with somebody, and it hit me, it struck me, hey, that a lot of us must have this issue, that we're so busy focused on the day-to-day of what we're doing right now, right in the moment, that we don't get the time to plan and actually rearrange our lives around the bigger picture things that we really want to be doing, right? You just get stuck in that rut, and the only way you're going to change it is, first of all, by now, more than likely, if you've been in business for a minute, you live by your calendar like I do. Most of us do, especially this day and age. So use that. Use your calendar and plan the time. Go out there and schedule it. If you haven't already, pause this video and just go do it now. Spend 5 minutes, go onto your calendar like I showed you yesterday, and go out 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, whatever it takes, until you can find one day where you have no other appointments scheduled, and you can just clear it out and say, this day is for me. And then spend that day focused on whether it's updating your website or writing up descriptions of what you want to be doing or how you want to kind of evolve your business going forward. That's what I want you to do. So that was yesterday's call. One thing I hope you'll consider is having an online store. And so that's a question I have for you. Do you have an online store? Do you have a place right now where people can go to purchase something from you? Even if it's just your services. We're talking about power pricing these days. We're talking about building the business of the new world. And that means packaging, right? That means being able to create a platform through which your prospects and customers, even the ones you're consulting with, you're coming up with a flat monthly fee that you're going to charge them each month. Give them a place on the web where they can go to make that payment, to pay that month's fee up front. Now you're solving so many problems. You don't have to chase people for money. You don't have to deal with accounts receivable and collections because you're getting paid up front, and you're giving people a way that makes it easy for them to give you money, frankly. And that makes it easier for you to then turn around and provide them with whatever it is that you're going to provide them in exchange for them. It's not about just taking people's money, it's about making it easy so that part is easily handled so you can truly focus on what you really want to be doing for them. Mine, of course, is here at schoolofanswers.com. If you signed up for this, then that's where you had to have gone to sign up, right? But I also have all these products and downloads, and I've got them organized by category. And I have to tell you a secret, by the way, before I go further into this. And this is truly the secret to how I've succeeded at everything that I've succeeded at so far. And it stems from my experience in recovery from drugs and alcohol. You know, I had a conversation recently with somebody about this very idea, in which I could have easily been discouraged from continuing with it. And I'm glad I'm hard-headed and stubborn when it comes to this thing, because the bottom line is this. It didn't really matter what anybody else's opinion of it was to me. It meant nothing to me what anybody else, no matter how much I respect that other person's opinion about things of this nature even, and that respect level is high. But I ignored it because it didn't matter to me. You know why I do this? You know why I do everything that I've ever done, that I've truly succeeded at, like making videos themselves? Because I love doing it. And what I found very quickly is that by doing this process, it's actually helping me. And that comes from my experience in 12-step recovery from drug addiction and alcoholism. What we're taught in that program is that the one thing more than anything else that will keep us clean is going out there and working with others, helping them do as we've done in terms of understanding the process for how to get and stay clean. But what we found is, and it says this in our 12th step, that we practice these principles in all of our affairs, which means very simply is I take that same idea and I go out and do it in the rest of the world. Now, granted, in this context, I'm getting paid for it, but here's the thing. by doing this, by simply taking the action of putting something out there that even potentially can be helpful to others. And I've already gotten feedback from people who've watched these videos and told me that they've really gotten something out of it, that they've really enjoyed it. So that tells me that it's helping somebody. So even if I never make a dime with this process, and I'll be very transparent and honest, I've been at this for less than 2 weeks. Nobody's signed up yet. And here's my point. I don't care. I mean, I would love to have people sign up, don't get me wrong. But it's not going to stop me from continuing to do it, even if nobody ever signs up to pay for this, because it's helping me. And that's what I've learned, is helping others helps me. Anything I do to help others is helpful to me. This platform is designed to be a manner in which I help others, but again, as with my experience in the 12-step process, helping others helps me. In fact, it doesn't matter if the people I'm trying to help don't actually improve themselves. That's up to them, right? Like anything else. If I go to learn something, I have to apply it. If I don't apply that knowledge, all it is knowledge, right? Knowledge has to be followed up with action. That's what it comes down to. And so I've been taking the action every single day. It's gotten me committed. It's forced me to become disciplined. I can't stay up late at night watching TV as I had been doing a lot prior to starting this, because I know that I need to make sure I can get up by 6 a.m. to walk my dogs every day, and I've been committed and stayed committed to that process. And I know that that has to happen, because then I have to be showered and dressed and ready to do this call or recording, as the case might be, by 8 a.m. every single day. So by showing up and doing this at 8 a.m. every day, I'm forced to discipline myself to do this. And that means going to sleep early, like I said. It means getting focused on everything else that I'm doing also throughout the rest of every day to make sure that I can stick with this, to make sure that the other things that need to get done are getting done. In other words, I don't want to ever be in a position where I say to myself, oh wow, I can't do my 8 o'clock call because I didn't get something else done yesterday that absolutely has to get done right now. Right, so and that's why I think we say that somebody who's busy can often is often a better person to rely upon to get things done, because they're forced to stay disciplined, and they'll also be able to tell you very quickly if they don't have the bandwidth or the time to take on that project or task. So the process has helped me by having me think about the things I'm doing each day and how I can translate that into something that can help you. In fact, it led me to update my online store recently, because I wanted to update my social media cues, because I wanted to make sure that I was getting the word out there about this. And lo and behold, a few little things. Updating the social media cues, I think, is mostly responsible, but even adding something like this little slider here that sort of advertises, some of my featured products, has generated sales. The sales have increased over the past week on the site, and I'm talking about the sales of these products, not the sales of my time, because that's, of course, here as well. So I'm going to ask you again. Do you have an online store? What would you sell? The same kind of product I'm selling, your knowledge. We used to refer to people who do this as infopreneurs. I haven't really heard that term used much in a while. It may still be, but I haven't really heard it. Bottom line is this. You have knowledge in your head, and that knowledge has value for others. One of the things I'll be teaching at my session at QuickBooks Connect this year is about online video, but specifically that I want everybody who's even considering making videos, and for that matter in general, producing content for their business, you have to start thinking of yourself as a teacher. Congratulations, you've just gotten a new job, you're now a teacher. And that's the idea here, is you have to go out there and teach people what it is that you know, what it is that you can help them with. And then you can package that digital knowledge up right here in an online store like what I've got, and you can sell it. Or you sell it in the form of one-on-one sessions with people, or it translates into your consulting services and what you can do for people in that capacity. Isn't that what we're all about really on the Abo group on Facebook? I mean, if you think about it, that's what we're all doing. People ask questions, quick question, and then people come in and they provide the answers. The fact that they're able to come in and provide the answers means they have something valuable and useful to share. Now, of course, this is all for fun and for free, but what I would encourage you to do is take this a step further. Give her the simple answer to this question here, then go write something up on your blog. Or go schedule a webinar that you can, put out there for people to get that much more help with whatever these questions are that people are asking that you have deep knowledge about the answers to. I'll leave you with this thought. Question to consider. I want you to take 15 minutes out of your day at some point today, and I want you to open up a Google Doc, and I want you to write out the answers to the following question. What can I teach people? Ask yourself that question. What can I teach people? Then tomorrow I'll give you a way to share your answers with me, and we can work on how you can take your answers and turn them into digital products. But you've got to sign up for that. Even if you don't sign up, submit your answers, because it's possible I'll talk about them or speak to them in one of my future videos. But if you want a guarantee, and that's the whole point of this, if you want me to be able to work with you directly and take your ideas about what you can teach people and show you how you can convert them into many different digital products, as well as create content around them aimed at selling those digital products to people, then sign up. That's my call to action. Come over here, sign up for the Daily Accelerated Growth Call so I can give you that deep one-on-one help. Stacy's going to be joining us shortly. She's just working on clearing out her schedule so she can be available for these calls, Stacy Kildall. So you will be seeing her on these calls soon enough. In the meantime, get involved. Help me to help you. Sign up for the Daily Accelerated Growth Call, and I can work with you on exactly the kinds of things that I've just laid out for you here. First, write out the answers to the question, what can I teach people? And then I can work with you on those answers, and we can start developing content. That's what I do. I develop content. That's my specialty. And I can work with you to develop content around your ideas so that you can get an online store going, so that you can start making money in your sleep, so that you don't have to keep showing up over and over again to make a buck. As always, I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you on the call.